I figured as much.
I'm trying to think. What other movies? I mean, Captain America, like his second movie, Winter Soldier. It's like same guy, just metal arm.
All right.
Same thing. I mean, that's a phenomenal movie because of the fight scenes.
Oh yeah.
That like choreographed
All right.
ability.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. So you've got to rank.
Well, we gotta do the Welcome to the Red Student Podcast.
You just did it. Okay.
Welcome to the Road Student.
Yeah. All right. I want y'all to rank these movie.
We gotta explain the premise of the game.
Lord have mercy.
He's explaining it right now. He's telling us.
I just wanted to just do this.
Sorry.
You got to rank these Marvel movies.
Okay.
All right, without knowing the next one. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 options.
If you say my movie, though,
Yeah, this
if you
is
say
fun.
my top 5, I will
All right, you
know
ready?
what place they go in.
So 1 to 5.
Yes.
Okay. Shoot, what do I have? Oh, Captain Marvel.
5. Filmed it too quick. They did not
I
develop a
guess that was
story
an
at
easy
all.
one. I'm sorry.
Did not develop a story at all with that.
Captain America: Civil War.
Ooh, I gotta
That's
go.
good.
I just said one. That's my favorite one, so I gotta go
It
one.
depends.
Really?
For me, it depends on what the other ones are. So this is tough because in my normal rankings, it is a 3, just like what you said. In my normal rankings, that is 3.
I'm gonna give it a 2 actually, just in case.
I'll give it a 3.
Doctor Strange.
4. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was
Not the
really
biggest
good.
fan of Doctor Strange. Now this is worrying me because the next
I thought that
2
was a
movies
really
have to
good
go 1
one.
and 2. That's what worries me.
What was the next one I had? Oh, Thor Ragnarok.
See, I want to say 1 because I don't know what your next guess is.
I'm gonna do 3. Do 3.
I think I'll go
You got
2.
2?
I'm going 2. I have the number 1 slot left. Don't disappoint.
Unless Love and Thunder is the next one.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
I'll give that 1. I like that one.
I'm okay with it being in 1, but I would rather Thor Ragnarok be in the 1 slot. But I guess I'll give it the 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
What would you say your top? We'll just do 3 for the sake of, I guess, boring people with our Marvel talk. But what are your top 3 Marvel movies?
Top 3 Marvel movies.
Yes.
From
It could be
when to when?
it could be MCU.
Like,
it doesn't
is
have
it-
to. It could be MCU or it doesn't have to be MCU.
But
Maybe you're
is
an
it
X-Men
like-
guy and that's like your favorite.
X-Men's pretty tough.
X-Men was cool for their time. Now I look at them, I'm like,
Bro, Days of Future Past made me mad.
man. But Wolverine was a pretty slick movie. Or that's what I mean, Logan. Logan was a really good movie.
It makes me
So
want them to
I
never do one
recently
again.
saw the new Guardians of the Galaxy, and so I'd say that's probably a number 3 for me.
Really, you liked it that much?
I liked it.
He claimed he didn't like Marvel after Endgame.
Number 2, Thor Ragnarok,
Okay.
and number 3 is either
one.
no blankets.
Wait.
No blankets.
It's either going to be Infinity War or Endgame. I can't decide on which one I like more.
I've just never walked out of a theater feeling the way I felt after Infinity War. I thought everybody was dead, bro.
It'd probably be Endgame.
Sorry if you haven't seen it. It's
Endgame
been
was
5
just so
years at this
good.
point.
Yeah.
Endgame
it's
was
been
so
5
good.
years. If you haven't seen it, just go and watch it. That's your fault. Love
But
you.
yeah,
though.
I would say that's my top 3 right now.
Yeah, that's solid. That's actually a really good spread.
I really
think.
like Iron Man. I really like the Hulk, but I think they like Thor Ragnarok was like when it came out, it was just
That was one of the best.
heads over.
Obviously,
all
the
of them.
best Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
no
By
doubt.
far.
No
Right,
doubt.
Zach?
Zach liked the third one. But
Wait, but
Oh, I mean, the second one, sorry.
Ragnarok.
Not the worst one. I know that.
Love and Thunder.
You thought Love and
I
Thunder was
haven't
better than
seen it.
Ragnarok?
I didn't like
Yeah,
it.
it'd
ain't
be
seen it.
close between those 2 for me.
Really?
The Dark World, the Dark
I
Elves.
thought Love and Thunder was a good one. Don't get me wrong. Dark World was the most boring
it was bad.
Thor I've seen in my entire life.
They killed Loki and then and then it's like, psych, we didn't kill him. And I was like, bro, what? That made no sense to me.
Loki's he's a trickster.
Yeah,
That's probably one of my
Mischief.
favorite characters, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
the TV show.
One of my favorite. Not even the TV, just period. I
What
love
about
Loki.
top 3 TV shows? There's been a lot.
Like
Top 3
Marvel?
TV shows. Yeah, Marvel TV shows.
I mean, Loki.
We
would be
can
number
count.
one.
Hey, we can count like all the ones that were on Netflix. Top 3 TV shows. Because those are technically MCU now.
Look,
We all seen
I
Iron
did
Fist.
like what was that? Shield. Shield was
Agents
good.
of Shield.
Oh, I
that
still
was
never
good. That's a
watched
good
that.
show.
Really?
Still never. Is it if it goes on Disney Plus? I think I'll watch it because I need something to
it
watch.
is.
I would imagine it would be there.
I think it is on Disney Plus. It's on Netflix.
But you
Let's
said
just quit debating and I'll look it
TV
up.
show. What TV shows are there now?
I mean, there's like WandaVision was phenomenal. Loki was phenomenal.
Loki's number 1 for me.
Yeah, Loki's definitely
Yeah.
number one.
Top slot.
For me, no matter what, my 1 and 2 is Loki and WandaVision, and then the third one is the one that's up for debate for me. Because I think that it's sad to say, but I think they put a lot of time and effort early on into their TV shows, and then towards the end of their TV show era so far, they haven't put as much effort.
So the Netflix Marvels,
Yes, I'm saying those count.
so much grit.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh,
Punisher.
they wrote it and they took their
Punisher's
time.
one of my
writing it.
favorite.
You ever seen Iron Fist?
Trash.
I didn't like Iron
Trash.
Fist.
Trash.
No, it was
Trash.
It was weak. It's
When I did watch Daredevil, that
Like
was
Oh, Daredevil.
I didn't think they could
That
make
took me
a
3 days
worse
to watch it. I
show
watched the entire
than
thing.
Iron Fist until She-Hulk came out.
Miss Marvel?
That's pretty tough.
I didn't watch that show even.
Miss
so.
Marvel was all right.
Was that a TV show?
It was boring, but
Was that a TV show?
Yeah.
Recently.
I didn't know it was a show.
I liked it because it was introducing a new superhero, but it was like you could have done this in one.
Something
of those
I'm looking
episodes.
forward to, and we still got to get this in the books, is the next Marvel breakfast
That's next Friday.
viewing.
bro.
Next Friday?
Yeah, that's next Friday.
All right, so next Friday.
Marvel
What?
Breakfast.
Marvel breakfast.
We were watching Guardians 1 and 2 and then going to the theater to watch 3.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to go watch 3 after watching 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That's the 19th.
What was I searching?
I got a lot to do on the 19th. I'm going bow fishing, y'all.
But you were
Agents
both
of
fishing
S.H.I.E.L.D..
like 1 o'clock in the morning. But
Yeah.
did it, you
Hey,
going
That's fun.
it is on
in
Disney
the
Plus.
morning
By
of
the
the
way.
19th, or are you going
There's a plug for you guys.
the morning of the 20th?
Hashtag
I don't
ad.
remember anymore. But I'm looking forward to it. So next week, you guys,
Yep, summer kickoff party.
summer kickoff party. Really excited for it.
Always
John
goes with
Cena.
John
I don't. Yeah.
John Cena every time.
Hey, what's the Undertaker's theme song? Give me that one.
It's like ding.
It's like a bell. Like a
The
gong.
the bell toll. Yeah. So looking forward to that party.
Yeah.
Right. I'm really excited for the chalk.
Yeah.
Is it like chalk or is it
Becky
paint?
was
It's like
asking about it
sand.
this morning. I think
Something. It's some kind of
I mean,
powder.
I didn't open one because I was nervous. I'm not going to be the guy that spills it everywhere. But
shooting a
Dayton
video
actually
today.
jokingly grabbed the red one that we've been looking at, kind of thing, and he threw it at me. And there's a whole outer layer that's like covering it. And
Mm-hmm.
I look at my shirt, and through that plastic, there was still a little piece of red
I don't
on
think
my
it was,
shirt.
I think it was just on top of the plastic.
it might
like when
be,
it shipped.
but the fact that that whole thing just has that much in it, I was
Yeah,
like, okay, this is legit.
200 of these. They're like these little fine mesh balls that when you throw it,
Yep.
it leaves a impact. It's kind of like playing water balloon fight.
Yeah.
but you can.
Except chalk.
We did that last year, and it lasted what 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was
We had like
Yeah.
7,000 water
in the
balloons
fall.
or something stupid. And
well. That we had 200. How many water balloons did we have? Was it
like close to 7,000.
Yeah, it was
It was close to
7,000.
7,000, and we had 237 students. And I wish we would have started a timer because
Yeah.
I do
It was
believe
so
it was less
fast.
than 5 minutes.
yeah,
I was looking around for water balloons, and
Yeah.
it was painful
it was. Yeah,
to see how
Oh,
quickly it went
yeah.
away.
And then we had to clean it up the
literal
next-
physical pain.
It took us longer to clean it up the next morning.
yeah, I
than it
know that
did.
was bad.
Yeah,
Had leaf blowers, running out
Yeah,
of
that worked well though.
running out
using
of
the-
gas, running out of batteries.
But yeah, so got the party coming up, and we wanted to emphasize last night, what the purpose of the party was,
Yeah.
right? And so the purpose of the party is not what?
You.
I didn't hear the first point.
No,
Where was
it's
that?
not
Party's
you.
not you.
It's not you, right?
It's about you.
It's not Zach.
No, it's not about you. It's not about you.
It's not about
It's
Brian.
about
It's
you.
not
It's
about
not about
Elijah.
me.
The main character.
Oh, that's weird.
The purpose of the party is dun, 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 dun,
The purpose of the
dun.
party is Jesus, right? And we were reading from Matthew, or not from Matthew, we were reading from Luke 5 about Matthew, who after encountering Jesus through this banquet,
Yeah.
party,
Yeah.
to honor Jesus and to let his friends come and meet Jesus. And that should be our reaction when we have an encounter with Jesus is, I want my friends to know the one person who's changed my life. And that's how Matthew felt. And that's why he threw this party. and kind of talked about how, Jesus being the purpose of the party and the reason for the party makes the party better.
Yeah.
Because if you look throughout Scripture, how Jesus, anytime he was in a large gathering, like something incredible happened. Mm-hmm. And you look at, I looked at,
he's just that cool, I guess.
Feeding the 5,000. Mm-hmm. What was the other ones I had? I can't remember top of my head.
Like,
Zacchaeus,
water into wine.
Water to wine. Yeah, and like there was a meaning behind all these things. Mm-hmm. It wasn't necessarily the miracle, but what happened because of what Jesus did.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to see is our students inviting their friends who don't know Jesus to be able to have an encounter with people who love Jesus. Yeah. And continually inviting them to come be a part of what we're doing this summer.
Yeah.
And a big part of that is we're going to have some fun, but we're also going to share God's truth and love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I loved how one of the things you talked about was, like, especially if we are encouraging all the students, like, hey, bring the lost here, people who don't go to church, people who don't know about Jesus. And if they are here and we accidentally like hear a cuss word blurt out or something, or they have actions that aren't very Christian-like, our first reaction doesn't need to be like, oh my gosh, why are you here? Get out of here. Like, our first reaction should be graceful. And the whole point of how like Jesus was hanging out with all the sinners and everything, he wasn't partaking in their sin. He was hanging out with them and showing them love and grace. And that's the whole point of, I love how you made that point last night to the students of that's what we need to be doing.
Yeah. We don't avoid these people, right?
Yeah.
And I think something I should have emphasized a little bit more is like, our attitude isn't like, oh, I get to go to parties.
Yeah.
Right? that's not what this was about. But it's what is the purpose behind the parties that we throw? Yeah. And it can be applied to even the parties that you have at your house. Yeah. Of like, I'm inviting people so I can share love to them.
Yeah.
And so when someone messes up, it's not, we don't condemn them, we don't call them out in front of the people, we don't avoid them. We love them, and and maybe it's you take them aside and say, hey, we try not to cuss or whatever. But you can't expect people who don't know Jesus to live like Jesus.
Oh yeah,
and I think that's one of the churches and many Christians' problem is we have this high expectation for everyone to live by when we can't even uphold that half the time.
Set a standard, and then you don't. Like, if you set the standard, it's like Jesus set the standard, and it's like, well, how do you get there? You walk with people to get to that standard. Yeah. So the one thing I like, one of my favorite analogies people talk about is the country club analogy that you use. You said the church is not a country club for believers. It's a hospital for sinners. And I was talking to one of our students yesterday, who's a really solid student, and they were just like, well, so what's there for us this summer, for us who are Christians? And I looked at them and I was like, hey, like, I need you to understand that once you become a Christian, it's still, the church is still a hospital for you because you're still a sinner. Yeah. And you don't get released from the hospital till you go to heaven.
Yeah. Well, and there's also like, I had surgery on my shoulder in December. I had to do PT for several months, right?
Yeah. Like you got to take time to.
When you're a Christian, you are in PT, right?
Yeah. You are constantly.
Sanctification process is getting better. And I like that you said that to your student because, there's still something for us here. And what that is to share that love with these people, right? You're still going to grow. We're going to be learning about Jesus and how he lived his life, how he encountered people, and some of the parables that he shared. So there's still a lot for people who know Jesus, but we want to try to, this is just our push to get people who don't know Jesus to see what church is actually about.
I mean, I learned something. I'm working on the lesson for the first week, and we're going to talk about the selling your valuable, selling everything you have to go buy the field. And it's kind of, I got convicted. I mean, I've been following Jesus for a while, and even someone who's been in church and been following Jesus for a while, I've learned something. So there's always something there to be learned from the God's word.
Yeah.
Well, and really, like, your life, like as a Christian, like we should be challenging ourselves to grow consistently. Like even one thing, I was actually doing a homework assignment and I thought it was just hilarious how it kind of like worked out, even though it had nothing to do with church kind of thing. But like my professor, it's a teaching class. I'm not a teacher, obviously. And in the final,
God's word.
I mean, I'm a teacher of God's word.
The gospel.
I'm not an elementary school teacher, is what I should say. Where did John Cena come in that situation?
I don't know.
But one of the things that I wrote
It's
about.
John Cena. It's like that prank
Can we get
caller
the
or whatever.
soundbite? Who am I speaking with?
John Cena. All right, is your son present? Yeah. Oh well, he got tickets to go see John. Sorry, go ahead. You're not a teacher, but you are.
No, you're good. That John Cena. But like one thing that I wrote about was like one of the main points of my class was like, how as a teacher do you know your students are learning what you just taught them? And it was basically like the whole basis of it was the analogy I used in my paper was if I'm a math teacher, I'm not going to teach a lesson and then wait to find out what the results are at the state test. And if you the other side of that, like the church side of that I wrote about was me, like if I'm up here teaching to these students, I don't want to wait till they are tested to find out if they know what's going on. Like, I don't want to wait for Judgment Day to be like, oh, did you know everything that was taught to you? And so as a Christian, like kind of like going back to what we were saying, like, what is it for Christians kind of thing? If we're only seeking the lost, we are here to be challenged and to grow in our faith, to see like, can we apply what we're learning, and are we learning what we are hearing kind of thing?
Are we able to live through the mess?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because ministry's messy.
Yeah. And I mean, if we're telling kids to invite, like if we're telling kids to invite their lost friends, honestly, like in my mind, the beauty of it is I'm seeing this as, okay, let's see if you act differently. Like, are you going to, do you act the same, or are your friends going to be like, why are you acting different just because you're here? And really, I mean, I see it as a beautiful thing. I mean, not just because, oh, let's get a ton of students here, but to see like how much intentionality will come from our student ministry this summer of just simply saying, hey, I just want to invite you, church, to come and have fun. We're going to hear a little bit about Jesus, but I'm mainly here to build a relationship with you and to show you that we love you kind of thing. Yeah. And so I'm excited just to see like how our students react to inviting their friends and just, fellowship. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah.
We're excited this summer. Hope that you guys will. So the plan for this summer is it won't be as consistent, but we will still have some podcasting, some videos, maybe a couple of student guests, or maybe a different location. So
who knows?
Stay tuned, be on the roof. And we'll on the roof
or ASMR videos at Falls Creek. Just saying, make it happen.
There's some things at Falls Creek I don't want to hear, but.
Amen.
All right, y'all.
Smell.
Yeah, the smell.
That's honestly, that was my first thought. He said that, and I was like, I would rather hear everything and not smell anything.
You are in that boys' dorm.
Yeah, no, I bet all the dorms smell.
We could capture it in a jar.
Bring it back. It's an illustration of sin right
The
there.
United States military would use that as a bomb.
That's chemical warfare.
That's awful.
Well, we'll see you guys. Oh, yeah, plug for Falls Creek, I guess. If you haven't signed up for Falls Creek, sign up.
When's the last day to sign up?
We're gonna if you want to guarantee like your shirt and all that stuff, you got to have it by the 18th. But we'll take them up to like June 5th.
So considerate.
June 3rd.
That's what the meme said, at least.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's a meme about me.
Yeah,
so
the trade offer meme.
We'll see you guys next time.
Yes,
on the road.
John Cena.
I was waiting for it.